What's up everybody, welcome back to my Let's Play, and we're going to start off today by going get my shovel back from the inn. I realize I left it there, so I'm going to go build a portal in the nether to get there real quick, and here we are. Let's set up the portal real quick. And this should take us to the end. And it took us to the stronghold. Back to the end portal, jump in. And my shovel. I'm going to take all this other stuff too. I'll leave some of this netherrack here because whenever I do decide to come here to get, say, an elytra, it'll be useful. I don't plan on doing that anytime soon. I want to be able to explore the area around my base a little bit more on foot. So since last episode, I kind of extended this land out just roughly. I want to build a cliff right here, just a simple short cliff. Nothing too spectacular yet. I guess I could also mention I did finish all the walls around all my fields. Also made my netherwort field a little bit larger, just so we have that growing. But added in all my mossy brick, all the stairs and slabs on top, so nothing spawns up there. I think it all came out pretty good. Around this edge, I'm just gonna go put some dirt so it's hanging down in the spots where the cliff starts. We can work with that. It'll look a little bit better. I'll probably come out in a few spots, but for now we'll just start off like this. Right here might need a little work. I might curve it from about this point out to that corner so it kind of wraps around. I don't really have any plans of what I'm going to do in this area yet. If you think of anything that will look cool right there, let me know. I was thinking maybe a lake, but not too sure about that. Basically what I do whenever I'm trying to pass something off as terraforming, I'll just sort of place dirt in a semi-creative way. Try to make it look a little organic. It'll fit in nicely to the rest of the landscape. Take a step back, see how it all looks, and there's really no science behind it, but what do I know? I'm not a builder. So something like this. And I'll go around with this same ledge. I'm going to start with cobblestone. I want the dirt to look like it's hanging over the cliff. So I'm going to go on the inside of all of this and on the inside of all of this and just bring it down. I'm going to tear some of this away and just go with the cliff. If I do decide to build a path, I'll just figure it out then. For now, I'm gonna come straight down with everything. And then we can add some slopes or some cave-ins or overhangs afterwards. Just want to get the basic shape right now. It'll be easier to visualize what's next. So that's just the shape right now. Next we can decide if we're wanting what we're wanting to come out a little bit or go in. I'm gonna mix in some other stones like regular stone, andesite, possibly some deep slate, some tough. I think that mixture would really look good back here. After I get a lot of stone around here, I'm gonna step back and just see where we can add more, take some away. So it's looking alright right now. It's still a little flat in some areas. Adding in some other blocks will help that a little bit, and I do have some leaves I'm probably gonna have in some areas just to, I don't know, make it look more natural. So I'm gonna try and work with this. Maybe eventually that will extend out more. But I'm gonna start mixing in other blocks and see how all that turns out. For these lighter colored stones, I'm just gonna randomly place them like this. Whenever I use the deep slate, I'll probably try and keep all that more consolidated. So it could look a little bit like a crack in here. I think the best way to make this look natural is not to really follow any pattern whenever you're placing anything. You just want it as random as you can get it. It's kind of like a Bob Ross painting. Just make random brush strokes, and there's no mistakes. You can't make a mistake doing this. It's just a happy accident. And already I think that's looking a lot better. It doesn't look as flat right now. Once we start mixing more of the stone and cobblestone, it'll start looking a lot better. That looks pretty alright. For this deep sleep, I think I want to go a little bit deeper into the cliff. Like right here, I can do something like this. Maybe that one. Sure, also. Deep slate, it just kind of looks like holes in the cliff. I think that looks good for now. Go around and just put a few different blocks around the edge. I think that's the main cliff pretty much done. I'm gonna grab a few slabs and stairs of each type of stone we have here and try to texture it up a little bit more. I'm just go around placing some of these in a few random spots. I think that's coming together pretty well. I'm just gonna come up here and place a few leaves. I'll need more than what I have currently. Will just look like bushes sitting on top. Right now these are jungle leaves. That's just what I had. I'm gonna come underneath and just bring some of them down. It's like they're growing down on the cliff. I don't want them too long where they're just overpowering the cliff really. Yeah, oak has the same color, just not the none of those little light green blobs. Don't have many oak. Might go find some oak trees real quick and get some more. I have a few more oak leaves. We're gonna try and add them in some. Just like everything else I've done with this cliff, I'm gonna do it pretty randomly. It's looking pretty good, I would say. One of the better terraforming-esque jobs I've ever done. I don't even know if I'm gonna use some of this mossy cobblestone. Maybe I'll use it. I think I'll tear up some of this grass and use that and maybe some more cobblestone just to make it blend a little bit better. Alright, if there's holes like this for now, might be changing that up one at some point once I decide what's going here. We'll find a way to tie it into whatever we build. It's not too noticeable. All that mossy cobblestone isn't too noticeable from this level. Whenever you get up close, it does kind of blend in well with what else is going on. So I think that's where we'll leave this cliff for today. Like I said, eventually that might be extended out this way. And maybe have some slope, maybe something like this coming off of it and just be like a little cove here. But let me know what y'all think we can build in this area. It can be another house or just a lake or something like that. Doesn't have to be anything too special. Another thing I want to do in this episode is work on getting more of these guys. not farmers, but just villagers in general. Whenever I was trying to get ender pearls, I sort of ran out of all the unemployed villagers. I would like some more. So I'm going to build a little villager breeder. Not too sure where. I was thinking I can build the whole, need the farmers. I'll kind of set up their little pen next to this wheat field so it sort of ties in together. And off of that, I can build just a little house. I'm going to use the two villagers I already have set up as farmers for this. And I'll make it accessible where I can still trade with them so they're not completely useless. So I'm going to start setting up the area we're going to use to breed and then get them moved over there. I'm going to be setting up the field in this spot right here. I'll be using potatoes since villagers can breed that while also farming it themselves. I'm going to start off with a basic or just one of the walls I've been using all over there right by this wheat field just to divide them a little bit. I would like at least a 9x9 area of potatoes in the middle. Bring me out to about right there. At some point, wherever I'm putting the spot where all the baby villagers will go to grow up, I plan on covering that with a small windmill or something like that. So I need a good spot for that. I'm thinking maybe around this corner because I would like to blend this field, this potato field, into possibly a larger potato field. And that windmill could be sort of sitting in the middle of it. I might do this corner over here. I don't know yet. It would be kind of important to decide at some point. Or I might just convert this into a windmill. It's not being used for much else. So I think I'm going to place some fences down. I want to use the fences kind of. I don't really want the villagers to go into the larger wheat field. That'll be my own, or larger potato field. That'll be for my personal use. So I don't want them to really mess with it that much. I'm just put fence gates so it still looks like it's connected, or fence posts. So it still looks like it's connected, but it blends in a bit better. This would be definitely good enough for them. I want to find the middle. Put down some water. So I got the field ready if I don't, jump and plow the dirt, the soil. I need to work on, the area where the baby villagers are running to. I'll need 4 beds and some trap doors. So this is kind of a rendition of the design that Logical Geek Boy has a tutorial for. His design does work really well. I'm not sure if it's his design or somebody else's, but it works and I've used it in a couple different worlds. I'm just hoping that the way I build it will also work. So this will be the spot where the villagers go, run into. And here we'll place our beds. So I just spent a little bit of time off camera. I went down with that drop chute there. And once the baby villagers grow up, they'll pop up here and be all pushed into that corner. Going to go underneath here. So we'll have a dispenser right there. Put these powered rails down like this. One right here, and whenever it the cart, have a mine cart in there. Whenever it goes up, it will. I know you go up one more block actually. This way, it will clip into that block there where the villagers will be standing, and pick them up. The glass is so, the minecart can go through and none of the villagers suffocate. Put another block of glass right there, that way it won't get stopped. But once I get a dispenser, I can put that down and it's pretty much ready to go. I'll just have a button like right here. That way, whenever I need a villager, I'll just be able to hit that, mark that with a torch. For now, I'm just gonna fill this in with glass so nothing else falls in. And there we have it. The two villagers are in. I'm gonna wait around a while and see if they do want to breed, make sure everything's working correctly. But I think this is where we'll leave it for today. Got a good bit done with building that cliff and then getting this set up. Hopefully before the next episode it decides to start working, but I'll keep you updated definitely. Thank you for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.